Hey guys, it's Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and today I'm getting to my dual review. I'm doing two reviews. One is over A Swiftly Tilting Planet by Madeline L'Engle, and the second one is Untamed by PC and Kristen Cass. This is the fourth one in the House of Night series, and this is the third one in the Wrinkle in Time series. So I guess I'll do the one that got the lowest rating first, okay? Untamed. When I did my book review over Chosen, I said that basically it had a lot of recapping in it, and it kind of annoyed me. With this one, it feels like she's tying up a lot of loose ends, like things she didn't get to really go over in the first three, so that's what it kind of feels like, and like there is an event that slowly comes into play throughout the whole book, so it was really slow at the beginning, but the ending was amazing. So it was really hard to rate this book. So this one, it got a 6. So it's because it's basically on the same level as Chosen is. Because Chosen, like I said, a lot of recapping. This one is just like a lot of loose ends tying up. Oh, and I also mentioned in the last one that it seemed like the things that were happening weren't going over enough of a time period for them to happen. And this one did that, and it did it really bad. I think she needs to reconsider her timeline, because I even marked it. This far in the book was a day. Like I said, it is kind of slow, and there's kind of a lot of loose ends tying up, but you figured more than a day would go by with this much. It's too slow. The timeline is not, I know vampires are not realistic, but the timeline is really not realistic at all, and it's kind of annoying. So, for that, all in all, it gets a 6, but the ending is amazing. Like, it's so good that I cannot wait to go get the next one, because it seems like the series is finally picking up again. And hopefully it just doesn't puddle out like it did in this one. Puddle, that's a weird word. Okay, so A Swiftly Tilting Planet is my next one. This one, it got a 9. I was debating back and forth whether I should give it an 8 or a 9, because I am not too much of a fan of this series. I kind of like it. It's good, but for as long as it took to get to this point, because this point where I'm at in the series it's getting really good. But it's almost worth going through the other two books to get to this point. But it kind of not, because I really didn't like the other two too much. But this one I really enjoyed. It's definitely the best in the series. Charles Wallace is my favorite character, and it mostly deals with him in this book. And this is not a spoiler. It's not spoiling the other two. What happens in this one is that, it's in the flap of the book too, so don't freak out, is Charles Wallace has to fix something. I'm not going to tell you what that is. But by doing that, he has to travel to the past and live through other people and experience what they experienced when they lived, so he can figure out what he needs to do to solve this puzzle that he has to solve. The only reason it didn't get a 10 is because, or the reason I was debating between an 8 and a 9 is because as some parts get really slow. Some parts get a little confusing because, like I said, he's traveling in the past, and there is one particular character name that is used for a lot of the characters that he visits. So it gets confusing. Like, it's the same name, but it's not the same person. So you kind of have to like really pay attention to figure out when he's talking about everything, like, because it's the same name. So that got a little confusing, but definitely my favorite in the series. I love Charles Wallace. Like I said, he's, I think, one of the coolest little boy characters I have ever encountered. And yeah, so if you are a fan of this series, and this one I think you would really like, especially if you're a fan of the first one. But I love this one. So, wow, 2 book reviews in 5 minutes. You can't beat that. So, yeah, that's basically it. Like, just a little recap: 6, 9, meaning that it was too slow at parts, and 6 because, you know, I love the characters, I love the writing, but that just really was not the slow process and all the tying up of loose ends. It was kind of boring, but the ending, amazing. I can't wait to get the next one. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody who has requested a review of me to do Mockingjay. I will be doing that after I do Paper Towns. Paper Towns is my next book review I'm gonna be doing. I'll probably do that on Friday. And I'm currently reading Anastasia's Secret as a review. A suburb requested it, so I'll be getting that up after I do Mockingjay. So. I hope you enjoyed the double review, and this is Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and this chapter was for you.